listening to the #2 kindness podcast in the world, according to FeedSpot.
That's right. We're #2, no doubt about it. Welcome to the Kindness Chronicles, where here we are once again, hoping to inject the world with a dose of the Minnesota kindness that it desperately needs. It is midsummer. The 4th of July has come and gone.
Yep.
America 250. What a beautiful experience that was. It was real hot.
Yep.
And with the heat comes some kindness opportunities.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think that it would be fun. We have Steve Brown. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
Kevin Gorg is up
summer.
in Brainerd. He's got a week up there with his special friend and his
Does
dogs.
Kevin Gorg exist anymore?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
We'd love to see him again.
We'd love to see him.
He's on some big assignments.
He's on a lot. Yeah, he's going to be delivering big for us
We'd love to see
sometime
him,
in
yeah.
the future.
Oh, wow.
Jeff, hi. How are you, Jeff
Hey,
Hoffman?
How are you guys? Good to be
Okay,
back.
and we are going to be checking in with our off-site correspondent.
Yeah.
He's been out scouring the Twin Cities looking
All over.
for Mr. Dempsey. Welcome.
Hey, welcome to me. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm
Welcome.
so happy
Yeah.
to be back.
Welcome to me.
Yeah.
This is going to be one of those kind of clown car. We don't have any special guests.
Right.
No, just
Just
our
Dempsey.
contributing.
You know, he's special in a
co-host,
different
John-
way.
Michael
He's
Dempsey.
special in quotation
Yeah.
marks.
Yeah.
A different kind of special. But I just want to, I was in New Buffalo, Michigan last week.
Okay.
it's
Lovely.
sort of like New England, but
But not.
Right.
But different. And I learned why it's called New Buffalo. There was a guy by the name of Major Whitaker who took a boat from Buffalo, New York, through the Great Lakes, ended up spending the winter in New Buffalo. At the time, it wasn't called that, but he decided, let's call this New Buffalo, and he never left. And there's Whitakers everywhere. Whitaker Woods Golf Course. But it's sort of like where the glitterati from Chicago go.
Oh.
Yeah. It's met Jason Sudeikis. Rahm Emanuel was there.
Yeah.
Goodness.
That's like, yeah.
Yeah, there was all kinds of a bunch of Chris Chelios, who plays for the Blackhawks.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Right,
got
sure.
a place there. You know who that? You know who that is. Of course you do, Steve.
He's got the stick and everything.
That's most hockey
got the
players
blades.
have
He's
that.
good.
A whole bunch of Chicago Bears, these big jacked guys. You can tell
Yeah.
that they didn't fit in with the rest of us, little jacked guys.
Yeah.
But no,
That's cool.
I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun if we just did a little talk about the role that summer can play on kindness or lack thereof?
That's a great
The
idea.
heat,
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's deep summer and temperatures get hot and people get a little. We're kind of done being like holiday time, right? Because now
that's
we're
where
in
the
deep
term
summer.
"hot around the collar" comes
Right.
from.
Well, we
that's
want
right.
to. Yeah, we
There's
want
a
to
lot
talk
of
about that.
sayings like that.
Yeah, there's a pressure cooker to the heat. There's no
Pressure cooker.
doubt about it. And what's interesting about that is typically we think, well, the winter and snowstorms and the cold, that really gets the crankiness amped up. But
Yeah,
I would
'cause we're
suggest-
stuck in the house
because
and-
we're
yeah.
stuck in the house and we don't know how to behave out in public. But I would suggest the summer heat. That's just as drastic on really testing
Yeah.
how we sort of engage out in the wild.
I have another thought that involves weather.
Yeah.
I definitely want to talk about it. But before we do that,
Yeah, what do you want to talk about,
well,
Steve?
we want to get a formal check-in with Dempsey.
Oh, wow.
We haven't had one of these segments in quite a while.
Yeah.
We haven't seen you for a couple months now.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a couple.
But what I want to tell you is my friend Steven
yeah.
has helped put together some optional
Intro themes.
intro themes for you.
Dempsey
Oh,
has
gosh.
theme music.
He
wow.
writes he does the theme music.
I know, but we have a theme for
Yes.
We
Dempsey.
do. We want people to feel welcome and
Yeah.
special when
It's
they come
it's
here.
his own
that's
segment.
nice.
well, I mean, you listen to the radio show and they have
Right.
a reoccurring guest.
Right.
Right.
And they usually play
Look at you
a little
promoting
something.
yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Look at
once
this.
in a while,
So-
let's hear
okay.
it.
So let's listen to
Version 1.
just listen to version 1 and
All
you
right.
guys decide if this fits nice.
Okay,
Tell us what you
ideas.
think. Listen closely to the lyrics. Here we go.
No, let's
Is there anyone else that you wanna see? It's not you or me. Checking in with Dempsey.
Oh, wow.
Total hairband vibes.
Yeah.
And
What do you
is
think?
that AI? Is that how he did that?
That's really good.
He did it in his apartment.
He's
in,
putting people out of business. That is,
Yeah.
AI is going to crush people.
So
that's really clever.
That's one concept.
good luck.
It's
I
a
bet
little
you
more of
number
a.
two. Yeah, that was
It's
good.
very 80s hard
Yeah.
rock.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just
good.
cranking
Yeah.
out, checking in with Dempsey.
And I love
More
the
like that.
hairband concept
Yeah.
for a guy who might be struggling in that.
I don't really have a lot of hair, but
Well,
that's good. Okay, I love it. What's option 2? I don't know if that can be topped.
Let's listen to
That's
number
a whole
two.
nother
Here we go.
situation.
Is that anyone else that you want to see? It's not you or me. Checking in with Dempsey. Checking in with Dempsey.
Wow.
That one's pleasant. I like the first one.
Yeah, there's the irony of the first one. The second one probably fits
It
the
does.
character a lot better,
yeah.
but the irony of the first one.
All right.
Yeah.
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 So let's go with
I like either one.
door
I
number
think
one.
the number one is a little more, catchy.
Yeah.
A little more, wakes
that
you
it
up
is.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
It does.
I like it. It's peppy. Mm-hmm.
So based
Yeah,
on
yeah,
that,
Yeah.
let's
do
get
it.
Let's get a check
Okay,
in.
let's do it.
Dempsey.
Let's hit it.
Tell us what's been going on.
No, let's hit number one
right,
again.
okay,
Let's
one
just do
more
it
time.
for
Yeah,
real.
no,
Let's
we're
do it
gonna
for
hear it.
real.
Let's
get here. Whoa.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Is there anyone else that you want to see? It's not you or me. Checking in with Dempsey. Checking in with Dempsey.
Man, I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for checking in with Dempsey. Here's the deal. It's been a couple
I
of
want
months.
a song.
You do. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you got
have
the-
one. You got one.
You got the
Dr.
whole
Diction.
yeah. Oh, Dr. Diction. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I've been out for a couple of months. I'll highlight a couple of stops along the way. I was in Philadelphia not too long ago.
That's the city of brotherly love.
Yeah, it was,
That
and
is.
there was a lot of love there.
Many people know that.
Well, I mean, anybody that's seen Rocky, of course, they know. And you got to go see the statue.
Did
when
you run
you're
the
there.
steps?
Oh yeah, I mean, I walked them.
Yeah, okay,
I mean, I didn't run them. I did run down to them, but I wasn't that. I was tired, so I didn't go up this. And it's surprisingly small, that statue.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when in and amongst the building, it's
Right.
kind of small. But
Well, Sly's only like 5'6", right? I mean, he's
yeah,
kind of a shorter
Yeah,
guy.
he's not.
And
he's
it's not a
big guy.
historical person. It's just from a movie.
It's just
so.
sitting, and it's funny because you go down that road and there's lots of monuments that are historical
Yeah.
along the way, and then you have
You got Hollywood.
Hollywood. But I had
fun,
a.
though.
It's still
It was
cool.
fun. I mean, Philadelphia was good. I had my first, and I've been to Philadelphia several times. I got the recommendation of where to go
For a
get
Philly steak sandwich?
Yes,
Let's talk about
Cheesesteak?
that for a while.
cheesesteak.
Yeah.
It was. I went to Chester's.
Oh, yeah.
And it was right downtown, and it was bigger than I
Did
needed.
you get provolone or
Bigger
cheese
than you
whiz?
needed.
No, it was provolone. I
Okay.
didn't get American. I didn't get
Well, they
American.
have cheese whiz and
Cheese whiz is
provolone.
the thing, I
yeah,
thought.
yeah, It is. You can I guess it's
Dempsey has a more
acceptable.
sophisticated
Yeah,
palate.
it was delicious. But the key, I guess, is the bun.
Oh,
right? It's not. It's like no other bun that you have. It's sort of crusty outside. There's like a cornmeal kind of deal.
Oh.
It's the bun is key, but don't mistake it for the Italian beef, which is still Chicago's own Italian beef, which I prefer. So Philadelphia was great. Lots of kindness. I got in and out of there, but then a few weeks later,
Can I just,
yeah.
before we move on,
yeah,
isn't it
Cheesesteak.
ironic
yeah.
that like Eagles fans are apparently the least brotherly love
Right.
people on the planet?
It's horrible.
And so
They were
you know,
throwing full beer cans down on
at
Minnesotans.
Santa Claus.
Right.
They threw beer cans
Yeah.
at Santa Claus.
The only thing I'll
They
say about
booed
that is
Santa Claus.
They did, but they owned it. You know what I mean? They didn't run from it.
No.
they,
True.
they haven't.
No.
They haven't
They
run
embraced
from
it.
it. They're wasn't the old Veterans Stadium the only stadium with an actual jail in it?
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
hooligans.
Down
They're
to the
hooligans.
Yeah, there's an
Hooligans.
actual.
They're
jail
American
in it.
hooligans. Yeah.
And so, but that's not kind. I will tell you, my kindness was tested. I've been listening to all of the podcasts, keeping up, and I had a really rough week because 2 weeks ago, Well, my lovely wife and I were planning to go to Teddy Roosevelt National Park in western North Dakota. Beautiful area. There were a few things going on. There's a little town called Medora.
Yeah.
And they put on this musical. It's sort of a campy little western musical. And right next to where they put this on, they were opening the presidential library.
Yes.
Right? So we were all excited. We bought these tickets in February. A week before we were going, we're going to see this. We get an email.
Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Park's closed.
President
Trump
is going to be in town. We have to lock her down. You can't go. And are you serious right now? We went anyway. It was all closed down, and we sort of snuck around, and we got to see some things. But that tested me. Now,
were there curse words?
Well, there were some curse words, but I thought to myself, that's okay, because in 2 days after the notification, so I left. In 2 days, I'm gonna go.
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
To the new Shakopee Amphitheater. And I'm gonna see Dave Matthews.
Oh no!
So 2 days
And
later,
then
I said to myself, okay, I can't go to this library that's not really a library because the president's going to be there. I'm disappointed, but in 2 days,
There you go.
I'm gonna go to Shakopee.
There's your carrot.
Yeah, that's it. So
like
2 days later's come, right? We get in
Dave
the car.
Matthews
Man, it
Day.
was so bad, and we drove down. There was an accident. It took us like 2.5 hours, and we got there. But I'm telling you,
And
it
got canceled, right?
we got to Mystic Lake. We're going to take the shuttle over. Everyone's waiting in line. It's raining, and about a half hour in, the concert's been postponed until the end of August. So I'm telling you,
You
I've
got
been
Lionel
tested.
Richie'd.
You got it the next day.
Yes.
The next day you went to Lionel Richie. Well, he has a minor health issue. You wear your hello T-shirt, but I was tested. Dempsey out on the road has been tested. And I've come out the other side.
All right,
I've come out the other side.
You didn't hurt anybody.
You remained calm,
I remained calm.
and you didn't punch the moose's
The
nose.
moose in the
didn't-
nose.
I didn't
Do you have
punch the
this
moose.
queued up, Jeff?
Well,
Yeah.
I just have the still images.
I can do it for you.
Okay.
And so we can talk to it.
Park's closed. Moose should have told you outside.
But what I thought was interesting in this
Well,
is
that's
they
John
didn't even
Candy.
have they didn't have a courtesy of an actual human until the second layer. So it's like they said, you know what, it's going to
Yeah,
be
that's-
fine, and the wife was trying to stop him, and then John Candy popped in. But it's like,
Hey,
did they have that for you? Like layer one was a little sign and an electronic message, and then layer two of security was a person.
yeah, there was multiple layers, but I'll tell you, that's when your kindness is tested, right? When you're planning.
it's a long drive, dude.
Right, it's a long drive to Western North Dakota, and the shout out to North Dakota though. I'll tell you, at whether it was a McDonald's for a Diet Coke, or the hotel we stayed in, or this small town of Medora, everybody was so kind, and it was so hot. But everybody was kind and
They're
pleasant.
just happy to
and
see humans
Well, I guess
visiting.
so. But hey, sidebar on Western North Dakota, where they're celebrating Theodore Roosevelt. This is the kind of stuff that gets me irritated. Though he was only there for 18 months, for crying out loud. I mean, he didn't live there. I mean,
but
well, he did.
He lived in an intense life there.
Okay, 2 years. His mother and his wife passed on the same day, and he goes there. You know what he went there to do?
To live a strenuous life.
No, he went there
That's
to
what
start.
he said. That's a quote.
He went there to start a cattle company. That's why he went there.
Let's
I mean,
celebrate that.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
It's a
so
historical
thank you.
Chronicles
He hunted
suddenly.
a lot too.
Thanks
though.
for checking in. I
He
did
is-
see
he
some
is-
buffalo.
He is, on
Well,
the
wait.
Mount, he is one of the people on the Mount Rushmore,
That is
so he
true.
must have done something correctly.
Wait,
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
That's all you have for checking in?
Well, I just wanted to. I don't want to maximize.
Well,
the
can we
yeah.
hear about how the Fayette's been going?
Oh,
Well, before
yeah.
we do that,
Yeah.
since I'm referencing, and we'll come back to this, but it sounds like you remained this version of Clark Griswold. You didn't go to this version.
That's right.
And you could
For those
have,
of you
but
listening-
you stayed calm like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having
Oh,
a drink with Rusty.
yeah,
sitting
having a
down,
beer with Rusty.
talking about how far your car flew,
Yeah.
and then the other one is going off the rails and zippity doo
lost
out your
That's right.
Yeah,
we're on a quest for fun when, when
We're on a
everybody
quest.
else is backing out.
That's
so.
right. That's
Anyway.
right.
The best.
The school year wrapped up great at the beginning of June. Wonderful experience spending time with grade school kids, doing gym classy stuff. It's just it's a different version of the lunchroom story that I love, right? Because there's always the kids who are really athletic and just tear it up.
Yeah, that was us.
Yeah, that's what me too.
Yeah,
Presidential physical fitness work. But then there's all those kids that aren't naturally coordinated, and to get
Steve.
them all. Yeah, that was Steve.
I know.
Hey, listen, he couldn't get
Not
his
clear.
he couldn't
Not
get
true.
his Elvis
I
makeup
know.
off, right? So, but
Did you ever wear makeup when you did the Elvis thing?
No.
He had a
Okay.
dancer's body. So
No.
he was
Did you have an
pretty good.
outfit?
Everybody. Of
Did
course
you-
I did.
Oh,
You've
you
seen the
did.
photos. My
I know.
mom made them.
I just wanted to
Yeah.
hear about it.
But
Yeah,
I
that's
did
right.
glue my sideburns on with
course you did.
spirit gum.
That's so funny.
Spirit gum.
So it was.
Wow.
So it was.
That is
Anyway,
good.
yeah.
yeah. So the gym class was great to see all of these different kids and get them engaged and get them hyped up and get them, just sort of celebrating in, whatever sort of physical sort of PR or accomplishments they could have. And I loved it. And, it was funny towards the end of the school year, I was talking to the gym teacher and she's like, yeah, the principal's looking for a part-time FIA teacher next fall. And I said, well, you need a license, right? No, you don't need a license. And I'm like, are you serious right now? She's like, no, you don't need it. And then she looked at me and she's like, are you seriously interested? And I said,
We can make this happen. If you need
yeah. Well, what she didn't know was my wife had actually been on the hiring board for the principal at that school 20 years ago. So it wouldn't have been really tough to sort of get it out. But I couldn't be. Teachers, are you serious? You last week you had the Forest Lake
Weren't they
band.
awesome?
They were awesome.
Katie and Jake.
And Tuba Jake. Teachers, that is a profession like nurses. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
These people are angels. I mean, what they have to endure and the
I
impact
agree.
they have on kids is
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the stomach. I mean, it's a lot.
Oh, you got a stomach.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, not that kind. Though.
Oh.
Not that kind.
Is that a
Just having
figure
a
of
Philly
speech?
cheesesteak.
Yeah.
No.
That's one of those American idioms.
Oh, that's what it is. Thank
Did you call me?
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this checking in with Dempsey. And how that originated was you came on to kind of tell us how we're doing.
Yeah.
It sounds like you've been
years
listening.
ago.
You've been catching
Yeah,
in.
years
You've
ago.
been
Yeah.
catching up a little bit. I will just say, kind of as a checking in, I'm incredibly proud of our YouTube streams. Jeff has done an incredible job putting those together. People are subscribing. People are watching. People are sharing. It's fantastic.
It is fun to
Not that we
watch.
signed up to do a TV show, but it ends up being something people like to get on YouTube. So check it out on YouTube because it's
It
an
opens
easy
up
thing.
another dimension. If we need to show something or refer to an image, it gives people an option to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you guys have captured some amazing guests. The folks with the Special Olympics. I didn't tell you this, John.
Kelly and Eric.
Yeah, that was
we
cool.
went. We drove to Western North Dakota. I made my wife listen to the last 4 episodes.
Oh, what do you mean made?
Yeah. I said, listen, honey, I'm going to be on the
gotta
60.
catch up, yeah.
You got to catch up. You got to listen.
I gotta be ready.
And she enjoyed that. She had commentary on
What do
all
you
of
mean
you fools.
actually enjoyed that?
Yeah,
You know,
I'll
you're
check on
using
it.
words
Yeah.
here that are concerning to me.
I don't make my wife.
I made my wife listen.
What are you
She was
talking about?
actually
entertained.
What do you got, Steve?
Let's talk about getting cool. Let's talk about cooling down because it is hot. It is summer, and it's when people get irritated.
What do you keep your thermostat at? Just curious in the house.
Good
I think
question.
I think 70.
Okay, yeah,
think.
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
Can I?
Me too.
I know that we want this to be timely, but I do have a comment. It's a comment about the World Cup.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I have found the World Cup to be far more interesting than I ever imagined it would be. And part of it has to do with the joy that people seem to have being in the United States of America. The fascination that they have for things like Buc-ee's and ranch dressing and the Waffle House. And there's so many great memes. There's this. Have you guys seen the Japanese guy who says that he doesn't speak English?
Is it that one?
That's the guy.
I cannot speak English, but I'm excited.
That guy just gives me such joy.
Yeah. I think you sent that. No, but I know what you're seeing. You showed us that. It's funny.
But the Japanese soccer players, the way that they like clean up after themselves, we may have talked about this already.
Not the players, but the fans.
No, but even the players
too,
in
yeah.
the locker rooms,
Yeah.
like
It's cultural.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
But the love that they have of big food, like they now understand why there's so much obesity in the United States.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, when we were in Europe, it's like, where are all the fat people?
Right.
Because they're all walking.
They're all walking.
Right. Some of that has to do with most of their
Food.
like their food is not processed,
better.
right? And they have to grow it and eat it, and you go to the market and you buy the stuff, and it's not got shelf life and all of that. Let me tell you what
Dude,
raises
you're
the
right.
heat for me.
What is it? What
I'm
is
going
it?
to tell you to raise it. And maybe you guys need to get, let me tell you something. You want to flip a switch? What you got to do is you come into a store like Target and you decide you're going to call somebody and you're going to put that on speaker and then you're going to walk around
Guilty.
talking into your phone while
harsh-
somebody.
I've done
Oh
it.
my
Harsh
god!
sound.
Oh well, it's not the harsh sound. Like they're having a full blown conversation about what's for dinner in 2 weeks while you're sort of walking through
Yeah.
the clothing section. If you want to have a conversation with someone, have it. But I don't want to hear it.
Well,
I don't want to hear it.
all right. Okay. Hold
That
on
sets
now.
me off. Does that
See,
set
you're
you
already
off?
he's already heated up. Let's hold on a second. John's talked about that in the past. He's been guilty of that.
I know.
John.
And it's not really heat related, but it's maybe part of the environment right now. When you go to Target to get cool, you see that. But okay, listen up. We're officially into the heart of summer. The 4th of July has come and gone. The novelty has worn off. Now we're standing in line at Target or wherever, sitting in row construction, waiting behind somebody, ordering 14 custom coffees, trying to keep kids entertained. And somehow everybody feels just a little warmer, and not just because of the weather. Today we're asking a simple question. How do we keep cool? How do we keep a cool head and a kind heart and leave a little room for everyone else? How do we do it? This is what we're going to explore a little bit today. So it's kind of gripes. We're going to go through some gripes. We're going to go through some ways and to think about it. We all become crab asses when it's hot. And what I was going to say earlier is here's another part of it that connects with weather, at least locally and in Midwest. We only have a certain amount of summer days. So we cherish and we invest in those days and our weekends, our cabins, or whatever we're going to do, or just getting the yard done or whatever. So when someone's impeding on your timing, it all starts to crunch together. Because I feel as I get older, I feel like I'm still appreciating just wearing a shirt outside, like no jacket. Like this is so great. We are in a time crunch here.
That's interesting. That's interesting you mentioned that. So in essence, what you're saying is we feel not only is it the heat, but based on the limited time we have, we feel so much pressure
to have fun, to get out to the cabin or
Good
to
observation.
get everything done.
Yeah,
like
that
you
is a
feel
good-
like I got to get home because I got 6 kid things that I got to get done, or my kids got to go to
Games,
camp, or
sunlight's
if I
fading.
don't get 3 trips to the cabin in, why did I buy that cabin?
Right.
Yeah,
It can become about money.
Well, I'm hot all the time.
yeah, you
Hot-headed
are.
or
No, just through winter. Like
Okay.
I'm always sweaty. So I'm always kind of crabby about how I feel.
well, okay. So let's ask you this, John.
Yeah.
What makes you cranky aside from sweatiness?
What makes me cranky?
Yeah, like well, what is it about heat?
know,
Hold
let
on.
me-
What is it about heat that makes you cranky? We'll save another whatever you're going to say before.
Yeah.
What about heat makes you cranky in the summertime? We're talking summer right now.
Really, I don't mind the heat of the summer because I rarely outside.
You cut your grass. You do
I
all
know.
kinds. You
In
do
fact,
mulch.
is this a long story? I got to cut grass later on today. My yard looks terrible because I've been gone for a week. I really don't spend a lot of time outside.
Okay.
I am, as many times you've heard, I'm an avid indoorsman.
True.
I don't like when the house gets above 72 degrees. That's what makes
okay.
me cranky.
Okay.
But I would say that I don't like golfing in the heat. That physical activity, although I take a cart, while my playing mates all walk because good for them. I'm
just
talking
drive
to you,
by.
Mr. Burns. Mr. Burns is a
But
listener.
if you
know
had
Mike.
to walk,
Excellent.
If I had
you
to
were
walk,
and
I
I
wouldn't be
remember
golfing.
you even said in Italy, you set things up properly so that you would be happy because there wouldn't be a lot of walking.
Well,
or
usually the walking was associated with a meal at the end of
Okay.
the walk.
Right.
So there was
there's
like a
reward.
motivation
There's
for
a
me.
reward.
There was a reward.
Yeah.
And it was usually a very good reward. But here's the worst part. You had to walk back on a full stomach. Not good.
And that's I think where you're going. What triggers in your mind that can make you blow up like Michael Douglas here in Falling Down, right? And does the heat contribute to that?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Heat is very much connected.
I
to
misunderstood the question.
Like for instance, you get in your car and your steering wheel's boiling hot, your seat's boiling hot. It's 115 degrees in your car.
Yeah.
So now everyone gets in like, you got to wait for a minute or turn the air on right away or open the windows, whatever. That's
Are there things
painful.
that trigger anger in you?
Well-
if we're mindful of it, we can hopefully stave it off and be kind.
I don't care for when people don't understand my sarcastic jokes. That is very triggering for me.
Sure.
Like people that are super sensitive about things that really are meant to be funny.
Yes.
Have a candy bar. Oh, see, now that is an assault. I was just thrown. This was a very, that could be a weapon. That could be, no. I get upset
I remember
like anybody
an
else
episode
does.
back. You said some people that don't get me. You said that once.
I don't
and
like, here's what I'll give you one. Like, I am very generous with letting people in the traffic. If I don't get a wave for the traffic, it's very, very irritating to me. Where's
just
my
common
wave?
courtesy.
All I want is a wave.
Yeah.
And when I get a wave,
see that.
it
Seinfeld.
really brings me up. But that is a Seinfeld episode. I didn't even think of that.
Where's that wave?
Where's my wave?
no. I think everybody appreciates that. Why
don't people do
How
that?
hard is that just to go? Thank
It's
you.
Just thank you.
I do it all the time. I
And,
always give people
here's
love.
the other thing that I think that people need to do more often. I am a distracted driver sometimes, okay? And I almost caused a car accident today. And the person laid on the horn and honked at me, and I gave him the one hand on the chest, one hand up in the air, and the I am sorry nod. Like that's on me.
No hand on the wheel.
And the response that I got, that's a problem too. I didn't have a single hand on the wheel.
Not a hand on the wheel.
But the
Steered with his
response that
thighs
I
at
got
that
from the
point.
guy was it made my day because he's like, okay, I appreciate your apology.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. And it's usually my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I really need to do a
it's
better
very
job
big of you
not being
to do that.
Yeah. That is
you.
big.
So
I like
okay,
talking
back
about-
to heat and what makes people cranky. The car, mosquitoes have declared war.
Oh,
Mosquitoes
God.
kicked in when it gets
Yeah.
muggy and hot. Every road is under construction.
yeah.
And it's kind of shifted a little bit. The spring was, I think, worse, but I don't
I know. Here's one.
Yeah.
We're driving from Michigan through Indiana to Illinois, okay? The left lane was shut down for no apparent reason. They had the orange barrels up for 20 miles.
Yeah.
And the traffic was down to a crawl. They had a wide open lane there that could have helped. It's like, if you're not going to be out there working, take the cones down and let us use that lane. That irritates me. And when it's real hot,
You're managing construction on the roadside. You think their plan is bad?
yes. And I think it's against me.
It's completely against it. And no amount of hand on the chest and waving is going to change
Yeah.
it. And that's
They probably
that's his problem.
put them out there a day before, and they're going to start the next day. Or
Would it
whatever.
be safe to say that an internal dialogue is happening with you? When
Oh,
you're
there are
complaining?
words. There are words that we
Right,
don't
okay.
use on this podcast.
So how do you I guess we're just going to stay with John and his traffic
Thank you.
issues.
Yeah.
but
Thank you.
Michael, you tell me too. When things get crazy and heated, maybe Jeff, you can chime in here too. But what do you do to keep your internal thermostat? We'll call that your thermostat. That makes you freak
Man.
out and get cranky.
yeah.
What do you do? What are the tools? What do you go to? Without even
Well,
maybe
I
subconsciously.
start to snack.
You start to
you
eat.
Yeah.
What do you?
Really?
Let's you're on a road. Let's go to food real quick. You're road tripping. Is it corn nuts, jerky?
No,
What do
I'm
you?
a big jerky. I'm a big
Jerky,
jerky
gonna
guy.
go with jerky?
Yeah, I love jerky.
Oh,
Oh, so you
Yeah, and then
start
it
with
gets
the
stuck
jerky.
in your teeth,
Yeah.
and then
teriyaki or peppered?
No, I'm a big fan of what's it called? Old Trapper.
Oh yeah,
Just
That's
the
what I've
traditional.
been eating lately.
It's so good. Yeah.
Cub Foods has it.
So
Yeah.
you grab a couple of chunks of Old Trapper,
Yeah, and then
the heat comes in. The heat comes down a little bit.
It takes me back to what's really important.
Yeah, the Old Trapper jerky and
The Old
some
Trapper.
some Diet Coke and a Diet Coke.
A snack and a Diet
Yeah,
Coke that
yeah.
might be get you back to your comfort zone. What do you do?
Yeah.
What's your
Well,
thermostat?
so I try to do preventative medicine because what this is all about is you're jacking with my time, right? So the road construction, and so when it's hot, I feel like people are really rushing. There's no leisurely drive, especially around the city. It's like, I got to get to the T-ball
defensive,
game.
yeah.
I got to get to the picnic.
Yeah,
I got to get to
aggressive.
the lake. I got to get to the fireworks.
Times are wasted.
Times are
Summertime's
wasted,
leaving
right?
us.
So my preventative medicine is I'm gonna leave early.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go earlier. And so one thing that really sets me off, and I was just having this conversation yesterday with my daughter and my wife. I said, you know what really pisses me off, ladies, is when I say, okay, on Thursday we're going to Chicago or something. We're leaving at 8 a.m. Are we clear on that? 8 a.m. And they're all like, yeah, 8 a.m. And then like 6 hours later, I say, you guys, what time are we leaving on Thursday? 8 a.m. And then the next day I say, just so we're clear, it's 8 a.m., right, everybody?
Shutting me down.
Oh,
with
no,
that.
I just got
Like,
it. And then,
okay, stop.
Okay,
she'd
but
say.
then Thursday rolls around. Who's the only one standing at the door at 8 a.m.?
That's
you
right.
wanna get me
you
fired
actually
up?
you're causing yourself that though.
Well, what are you talking about? I'm trying to lay the groundwork.
work. Here's what I would suggest.
Because somebody could say to me, hey, Dad, how about 8:15? You named 8:15. 8:15 it is. I don't care. But
So here's what you want to do, Mike.
What
It's
is
very
it?
simple.
yourself.
It's very simple.
Yeah, what is it?
If you want to leave at 8, you tell people we're leaving at 7.
Oh.
Manage your own expectations. Trust me. I mean, it's a very simple fix.
Oh, you got to just
In
lie?
your mind.
You got to lie?
No, what you want to do is you want to manage your own expectations
see.
about the people that are around you.
Yeah.
So my wife, let's
Yeah.
talk about her for a
Yeah,
moment.
let's go.
So I like to get to the airport really early.
Yeah, well, you got to get the McGriddle. I get it.
It's called a McGorgon,
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah.
BTW.
Yeah, yeah.
I know where both of the McDonald's are in the airport. But anyway,
You want to get there early.
Becky is one of those people that likes to be the person that gets onto the plane just as the door is closing behind
Slides
it.
in.
I mean, that is not good for a healthy marriage right there.
I don't like that
to, when I
either.
travel alone, I get there 2.5 hours early. I can walk casually, leisurely.
Yeah.
I leave even earlier just in case the traffic is going to be bad, and I might get there 3 hours early. But you know what I do? I sit down, go get myself a McGorgon.
Yeah.
Everything is fine.
Right. Read a
The
little.
stress of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Me too. I'm the same as you.
I'm as well. I don't know if it's just it's a little type A, but my wife is just like your wife in that she thinks it's wasting her time to be early. It's like it's wasting my time. So
Right.
we've been oftentimes like I'm like we got to get to the gate. We've sat down and had a caribou coffee. Like we gotta get going.
do you
And she's
ever
like-
want to say,
she's like, it's
why is your time so valuable?
I know. She's like,
I
it's
mean,
fine.
come
All of
on.
a sudden, as we're walking, they start saying our names on the loudspeaker.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. You've been in that position?
And what it is it's actually torturing me. She doesn't realize that she's torturing me.
Right.
Yeah, we need to have her in. We're going to talk about
But
this.
she loves to just be.
and I'm going to call her
fairly
Jenny
late.
and see how that goes over.
No, your wife and my wife are the same. They do. We go to mass. We're Saturday night mass people. We
Yeah.
bring the median age down
Love
to
it,
about
yeah.
65. Right. It's
the best
We're
time.
always late.
Never.
We're always late. We walk in. That priest, who by the way is marrying my daughter's, eyeballing me every time I walk in there.
You know what,
every
though? It's
time
nice that you're
eyeball
at church.
I
Good
just
for you.
eyeballing me. Just eyeballing me. Well, I'm physically
if we're going to be
there.
late to church, I'm not going.
You're not going.
No.
I don't like to be late to stuff either.
I don't.
I
You know
don't-
what?
I
You
don't
know
like
what?
to call
You know what we are?
attention.
We're great guys.
I don't know
How
if
about
that's
you,
what it is.
Jeff?
I think we're.
You get to church on time.
Yeah.
We do the best we can. It's
listen to him.
oftentimes a struggle.
He's so thoughtful
I
and
know.
sweet, isn't he?
Jeff,
kinda
how do you
irritating.
do it? How do you manage when the thermostat gets a little hot? What do you do?
I when it comes to our car, I turn my car into a university on wheels. and try and learn something productive while I'm driving. I've always liked doing that.
What a
Audiobooks.
surprise.
And
Anyone
jerky.
surprised?
And jerky.
Uh-huh.
And I've found that calms my internal dialogue down. And I do, not that we need to shift to movies, but that's why that Pixar Inside Out means so much to me, because that's about internal dialogue, and it speaks to me in that I found, and I've just kind of stood outside myself when I'm angry. It's like, what's going on here? And I'm usually just hyping myself up, or I'm saying negative things, and I'm like, why is that? And sometimes it might take weeks or months to calm that down, because there's something there that's bothering me.
Yeah.
And that's where I do think faith comes into play, and having a morning routine in church, all that stuff, because there might be a root cause that needs to really get dealt with.
Right. Or actually, as like a meditative thought, is you're calming the monkey mind, that you're so stressed and you're freaked out.
Let's talk
you take
about
a breath. You take some deep breaths. You really realize, why am I mad? What am I? And then you go, oh, I'm mad. Why am I mad? And
So this inside voice thing, you mentioned the movie Inside Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys participate in internal voice? My problem is my internal voice gets verbalized and it gets me in trouble. So,
Yeah,
like, I
that's the
shouldn't have
problem.
said the things I said earlier that we cut
and
out of this
why did
thing.
why did you say that story to yourself, with that lane was shut down and they're not working out? Maybe there was another reason that you couldn't drive in it, but you created and constructed a story that angered you, and you don't really know the full
I've
story.
got problems.
and being angry at
I need help.
being angry at
Clearly.
the construction site is the same as being angry that it's raining. You can't do anything about it, so you have to adjust your thought and go, I can't change that. Here's what it is.
I
The
need
universe
counseling.
doesn't. Yeah,
So
doesn't-
I'm showing some of the voices on Inside Out here, and on the left, I believe that's sadness. Disgust is on the right. She's green. It's interesting. The gal in the middle is red. I think she's anger.
It's gotta be
This is
anger.
actually a better. But isn't it interesting? They used red for anger, and you're talking about heat and hot and temperature. So it's like hot under the collar, or he's hot tempered, right?
Yeah.
He's a hothead.
I want to ask Jeff this question, though, because it was a really thoughtful response about you going, okay, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling anxious? Do you, because now I'm super curious, does that happen more often in the heat of the summer or in the cold of the winter?
The cold of the winter.
Oh, really? Okay,
for
yeah.
me,
All
and
right.
because the dark, the light, seasonally that bothers me, that we get so little light in the winter. So there are just triggers. Like I'll give you another example. Falling down. I identify with Michael Douglas in this scene.
Have we mentioned how nice you look today?
Well, and I would never like pull out the gun and shoot it up or
Jesus
anything.
Christ,
But
where are we going with this?
But I'm just saying, this scene with this, I don't know if you remember it, but they were he was like 3 minutes behind 11:30 when they stopped serving breakfast. And look how smiley they were, and that's our policy, and and they were not willing to make an exception. And those kinds of things do trigger me when people are following corporate
Not
rules
human,
like
yeah.
that.
Not being human.
They're being robotic, and they're not being, they're not meeting me halfway, and they're just like following the rule book or whatever. And they were just being sing-songy and fun, but he was getting pissed, and finally all hell broke loose.
And then he gets the burger, and the burger looks
He ended up
nothing like the
changing his
burger.
mind. Yeah.
Hey, by the way,
been a long
that
time.
actor, does anybody recognize that
Seinfeld.
actor from Seinfeld?
Oh,
He was
really?
the Seidler.
Seidler.
He was the Seidler, and he's the one that Elaine...
in Elaine's office.
and Elaine gave him the Tic Tacs, and she's like, why
in your
Tic
pocket.
Tacs? And he goes, she goes, because your voice is... and she does this... "Bleh." So, yeah.
Yeah, he was the
Oh, you're
Seidler.
such a nice lady, Elaine.
That's great.
Okay, so some examples how to quell this heat is you take deep breaths, you let somebody merge, you look for the wave. Hopefully,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
choose not to respond immediately, so take a little break, like walk away, use humor, use music, get a treat, ice cream or licorice or
Jerky.
jerky.
Can I have
Old
another
Trapper.
academic thing? And that is,
Yeah.
I read a book back in the day called Learned Optimism by a University of Pennsylvania professor, and about this concept of self-talk. And he had a concept of A, B, C, D. So like A, something happens. Like, B, your belief system generates the self-talk that you have, even if it's wrong. C is, I can't remember, but D, you have to dispute that self-talk. And
we're not doing the whole alphabet, are we, Jeff?
It's just the four. It's just the 4 letters. But the point is, you have to dispute that internal dialogue because it's probably wrong, and that can really rise your blood pressure.
Yeah, and taking some time from it makes you go, okay, well, I was just like if you stress out about something right before you wake up, and when you wake up, you go, oh, it wasn't really that big of a deal in your mind.
Yeah. I mean, really, when you think about all of the things that we get stressed out about,
bigger picture,
we've all made it through all of them, right?
It's so true.
That's a hard part of life, trying to just take that deep breath and go, okay, wait a second.
And think about the 250th birthday we just had and all the people that came before us to make that possible. And so when you start like putting those kinds of thoughts in your mind, you can't help but be grateful and calm yourself through just like, maybe I can't drive in that lane today, but gosh, those 17-year-olds that stormed the beaches of Normandy, I'm sure grateful for them.
And then grab that, then they reach in that bag of Old Trapper and you grab a big chunk of jerky and you put it in your mouth.
Thank you, soldier, for making this Trapper jerky possible that I'm enjoying.
You know
right
what,
now.
though? I think that you bring up a good point, Jeff. I mean, that really is a good point. The craziness that we're experiencing in our country today.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you think about those people that stormed the beach on Normandy. There's a Netflix George Washington show that I watched, 3-part show about. I knew very little about George Washington.
Right.
And I thought I knew a whole bunch about him.
Because of the civility and all the stuff.
All that stuff. That's what I thought. We have it pretty good.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, why are we so crabby with each other about things that...
Did you learn about George Washington's mother and how mean she was to him?
Yes.
And it was awful.
Yeah.
And he still was loyal to her and gave her money and helped her. And she would write mean articles about him in the paper while he was at war, risking his life. It was just terrible. But he helped. It's just when you think about that and read about these stories and about these people that came before us, and it does make you
Abe
feel
Lincoln
better.
had the same thing. He had a mean mom.
He did.
Maybe that's the key to success.
We
all have nice moms, and that's why we're just down in the basement doing a podcast.
you guys have nice moms. I will just to sort of put a button on what you're saying about the 250 and all of that. We do when it gets hot and we lose. We have to recognize. I think that this just dialogue is emphasizing that a lot of it is so self-imposed, just cramming so much in, trying to get so much done that we have to give ourselves some grace and we have to give those around us some grace so that we can friggin' enjoy some of the summer to just sort of like don't overschedule the evening and go, well, I'm just going to sit outside with my wife or my kids.
Enjoy the Sunday is a Sabbath. It's meant to be rest. And some people work on that day and cram stuff in. And so we're meant to rest and reflect a little bit. And I do think the frantic pace can get to us.
Yeah.
This ties in perfectly. It's what I'm trying to get to here. Everyone is fighting a summer battle. Remember, the guy driving too slowly might be transporting his elderly parent somewhere. The cashier is working her 3rd shift. The road crew has been standing on asphalt since 6 a.m. Right? These guys are like, just go, whatever, stop.
Yeah.
Look at my pylons. Observe the pylons. Eat your jerky and move on, son. The parents...
I would have been fine if they would have been out there working, but there was nothing.
The parents with screaming kids are probably more embarrassed than they are annoyed. The waitress has walked 7 miles. Her step count might be super high. The whole point is you don't know what people are going through.
Right.
Give people some grace. And like Michael's saying...
Are you directing this at me specifically?
Well, he's looking at me too.
Yeah, he's pointing at me.
Let's tell ourselves better stories with our internal dialogue.
Right.
That's it.
And if you don't get to the lake today, just enjoy your yard. Enjoy your front porch or whatever.
I agree.
If a mosquito is biting you, it provides really good food for bats, right?
Wow. Well, we're stretching pretty far there.
Oh my God!
Kindness Bats Chronicles.
Jeff, the introspective. Yeah.
Well,
I know I'm getting a little syrupy here
A
because I
little?
get pissed along
Man,
with
I'm
the best of
telling you
them.
what.
Don't
please
worry
think of
about
the
that.
bats.
Yeah.
I will say my dog helps. I look at my dog a lot, and that makes me happy too.
Yeah.
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 But just look at the dog enjoying grass
That's
or
right.
lawn. And this is part of it too. It's not a summer competition because we are limited time.
Right.
We're all trying to get on a boat to go somewhere as much as you can. This is not, social media does not help this situation. It makes it worse.
Speaking
Because
of
it feels like
limited
they're missing
time,
out.
this is
Limited warranty?
We're going on a long time here. What do we got?
Well, we got to.
There's a thing about impatience here. Let me get to that one.
Well done. Okay, you win.
Anyway, social media doesn't help. The whole bit gets like everyone's at a cabin, everyone's doing something great.
Yeah,
and,
everybody's in a Mountain Dew commercial except for you.
Oh, that's good. That's
know?
good. Well, hey, on that, I want to take the opportunity, as I always do, when you guys have me in here once every other month to check in. Thanks for the tune. To say thanks for bringing me in for the summer heat conversation.
Yeah.
It's always good
We'll
to see
see you
you
in
guys.
November.
Yeah, I'll be back around Thanksgiving to talk about gravy. Yeah. Talk about gravy and how we're going to cook the turkeys.
Yeah, I don't know. We will be having you back sooner because we need to have checking in. We got to see how we're doing.
I wasn't sure if we're done or not. I can turn it off.
No,
but,
it's fine.
okay.
Let's just shut it down. That was, you know what? We've solved a lot of problems
Summer
today.
heat.
Summer heat. Woo! Thank God for air conditioning. By the way,
Love it.
Just can you dial it down for just a quick second?
Absolutely.
Back to the World Cup thing. Just the fact that like very few people in Europe have air conditioning.
Right.
They're going to be going back to hot Europe and saying, where did we miss the memo on air conditioning?
Yeah.
I had a friend, coworker that was just in Italy for 2 weeks, and they had the worst heat in like decades.
Yeah, it's been bad.
My sister was in France last week. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go. She's here. She just landed here. We're going to go see her after this. But like 1,000 people died in 3 days in France because of the heat.
So
it was
thank
unbelievable.
Thank God for air conditioning.
Yeah, that helps keep the heat down.
When we went to Europe, I could not find I wanted a Diet Coke so bad, and I could, but they were all warm. They didn't even have them under
all they
ice.
have is Coke Zero too.
And
all right.
then I wanted an American breakfast, and I couldn't find it. And then all of a sudden I checked into my hotel, and I looked over, and there was a McDonald's that says, "We have American breakfast." I'm like, oh, thank you.
The promised land.
His kids are in the
Okay,
middle of
cue the
traffic.
tunes.
He's
Cue
running.
the tunes, Jeff.
Let's just say, try to be the coolest person in the room.
I like your be the shade to someone's
There you go.
sun.
Be someone's shade.
Yeah.
Be your own shade.
You know what?
There you go.
And as big as we're getting,
Oh,
we could provide a lot of shade. With that note, I'm out.
For your weekly dose of positive propaganda, subscribe on YouTube and wherever fine podcasts are found.